face. You can't even do it with a straight face. There is a chance, to be honest, Jin can make it out of relegation. That is a brimming with charisma. And able to get there, get things working out as we have a look at the rosters that we've got for you today. First, on LoL Esports, it's going to be Thal, Bono, Lava, Sungyun, and Key this time around. So for all of those folks that wanted to see Sowan versus his old team, it's not happening. Tuhal going to be back towards the top side of the map. And guess what? Also another team that is having some success. And yes, it just feels really good to say that. It's going to be Linderung up there towards the top side of the map against his old squad. Bradley. Okay, it's going to be the Aurelia, though, that Linderung decides to go with. Sort of a halfway house between the Jax and the Fiora.
Alright, well, I don't totally understand the Aurelia when Jax is available because Aurelia is able
Who's trying to clear up these minions. Julia comes down. She is in there, but the Aurelia is trying to bounce around, not able to get it done. That's a great dive from Hanwha.
And this was a really perfect timing as well. They're going to be able to get a lot of the plates. They're giving up the Mountain Drake, Sangyu. And did you see Captain Marvel?
I did. I really enjoyed it. As Grace didn't enjoy this. However, he's going to be fine. So he's going to come on in. The Predator's there. Does pick the gap with the axe, but I don't think it's going to matter as Lava just picks up the kill. Feels all too easy, but now Tempered Fate flies forward. I believe that is Lava's clone that's stuck in there with him and gets his cooldowns back. This is their time to shine, man. I am excited, but it's not actually happening just yet. Good block on the Q. Kickback now onto C's. Doesn't have the ultimate, so of course that one's going to work. But there's the Vanguard's edge, and Linderung gets the reset and pops him.
And that was actually a really down 3,000 gold. I said that probably just going to have a roll state.
Yeah, trying to get out of the way. That's the flash follow. Nova with the ballsy plays, bottom side of the map, and that's a dive that I really like. Tempered Fate is going to land onto Root here. The turret's going to stop working, but that's the ultimate in trade, and the ult not going to do anything really on the side of Key. They're just looking to try and knock down this turret. Shouldn't actually happen. Root able to clear out the minion wave as Lava just explodes the Braum on the back end. He's going to take about half of his health bar, but that's a freebie underneath. Still looking for the Hydra to come in from Linderung. There's the kick flash. Grace is going to go into stasis, but I just don't know whether it's going to be enough. No flash, no worries for Hanwha Live. One for Jin to navigate around. Vanguard's edge does come in as now Linderung's trying to fight against Thal, but look at Julia. Just does so much damage.
So this was the big question mark that I had, and yes, I acknowledge that Yorick is really far ahead, but it does seem like Aurelia is able to be repelled by Yorick and the Maiden, whereas Jax is not at this stage.
So that's the argument for which Hennessy's office, I reckon. I got something to answer for, and so does Root, who's going to try and dash out of the way. He stays alive for the moment, and that's Bono going down. A good exhaust onto Root, but it's not going to get the kill. Flash does come out. C's going to go down as finally Hanwha turn up to the fight. And by Hanwha, I mean Thal. The Yorick is so damn big. Even lands the Morning Mist as now Linderung down to about half health. Great. Does have himself a counterfeit flash, but he isn't able to hit enough of the spells. And now Yorick's going to go back to his lane and say, I'm sick of cleaning up after you boys as the flash is used. And Grace is going to get the safety. All right, Linderung going to come forward. He does have a reset available for Linderung, but on over. I mean, Cosmic Binding didn't land. Lava's now trying to get in here. No Ragnarok to be used just yet as the Baron is going to get stopped. True Shot Barrage denied. It's going to be the ultimate to come down. C's not going to get out of the way of that one, but that's a late Q coming in from Bono. C's in a whole host of trouble, but this is actually dangerous because Jin have a lot of control, but not around this Yorick. The Dark Procession is in. Linderung going to keep himself alive for a few moments. Hanwha back on the Baron. This is what happens when you've got such a gigantic top laner. The 4-1 is almost donating. Hanwha Life, this Baron buff. Thal is so incredibly big. Lava lands the chain. Nova tries to get over. They do get a ward into this bit. This is still going to be a 50-50 if they can wait for that flash to be up. It's a couple of seconds.
They don't know.
They back away. Oh my God.
This is one of the main problems with not timing
Now Lava can try and come forward for the flank, but the trouble bubble is going to land. Grace may have just saved it here, but Hanwha, they're going to use the Tempered Fate and then take down the Baron. They'll lose the LeBlanc though, so that is a lot of Baron pressure now missing on this Hanwha side.
Jenner have
Essence or something. entirely sure. As Root's going to get knocked back, takes so much damage, just taken down.
No.
Wrong place, wrong time. Jin looks like it's finally over. As the Tempered Fate once again going to lock it in. I feel like he really got his eye in towards the end of this series. C's now running the wrong direction. You got a teleport from Linderung to try and desperately hold on to this base. He's actually going to find the Olaf, but C's is probably okay with that. He doesn't have a large health bar. Now the backs are going to try and come in. And Key just going to try and stop them.
Whoa!
Oh, right at the end of the Magical Journey. That was really, really nice. Puts down a cup of cocoa, and he's just going to make the Olaf wait around and not get anything done. Linderung, last-ditch effort right now as the flawless duet comes in, but can't be enough to stop this. GA is going to get popped, and so are the Nexus turrets. The Nexus should be soon to follow, as Grace is trying to do what he can on his MVP level. Zoe, it's not going to work in game number 1. Nexus goes down, Hanwha victorious.
Emergency landing. You know, that's all that I gotta say there for Jin Air.
Nah, I'm gonna call it a refuel. This is this is a post-takeoff refuel. You know, they've got like a little plane that's come up and said, sorry about this, but you're out of fuel now.
Okay.
But we're still on the way up because we haven't lost the series yet. It's going to be the Ornn taken from Thal, and he's the one that's just opted into abuse on the top side of the map.
I will say that Ornn generally is really good into poke. Actually, I think Ornn is probably best to answering Ezreal Zoe. Jace Ezreal, though, I think
solo carry for his team in the last game, but whether or not they're actually going to be able to make this one work is the question. There's the Bellows Breath. Gets the nice double knock-up as Linderung flashes, and the turret shot's going to take him down. A 1-for-1, but there's a lot of minions that are going to go missing. But Caesar's position, I don't think is well known, and Bono going to get jumped on. Hail of Blades causes a lot of damage. Bellows Breath to get Thal out of the way, and actually it was enough. The Unstoppable, really, really nice now as C's. They almost turned onto him. Teleport going to be committed to by Nova.
What's the name of...
Fate's Call.
Okay.
That's going to be the knockup. On the route there as well, he should be going down here. The Rend is going to go into a potential other reset as Nova. I don't know whether the Grey Health is going to save you here, as that's the double for Songyun. And welcome to the game, my friend. This is the kind of power spike that we're looking for. I wasn't going to say it. As Bono's dead. See, mate, that's too many orbs for you to deal with. And it's even Root that's able to grab that with a sneaky Q. I like it. So the 2 is going to be able to easily take down this turret towards the top side of the map. Oath Sworn in hand. Oh, that double stun was so nice. Ultimate just comes off cooldown, and they need to bait out the heal from Tempt, and that is going to secure the outer turret. They've got the power spikes that they're looking for, and that's exactly what they're going to do. C's going to get devoured. Nova's going to get him out of trouble. Fate's Call comes in. They try and go for the left side, but Linderung flashes to get himself out of the way. 3-man. The 2 are going to be in the mid lane pushing things through, and C's going to flash on forward. Wind becomes lightning, and Key is going to die. Linderung picks up that kill, but Hanwha taking things elsewhere on the map. And Beach Ball not going to land on the roof. Ornn comes in as Key comes along down. Lands the hook on the Ezreal. Really nicely done. Does get the flash eventually, but the Ignite was there. Key didn't use that in the last fight. That is going to be just lying in wait. Jin, not a lot of options right now. Another hook is going to land there from Key, but stopwatch available from Nova. Gets himself over there. Grey Health is going to get eaten as Linderung does make his way in. The Tahm Kench falls down, but some health bars have been time, and now this is a fight on multiple fronts. Fate's Call comes forward. Double knock up from Key. Doesn't find the hook, though. It's going to land onto a minion. Wind becomes lightning, comes in there. The ultimate from C's keeps him alive. Stopwatch there available, and the Ornn should be taken down. The last auto attack, not enough. This anemic Ezreal just does no damage. As Bono's going to get slowed down. The flash, but there's no orbs there. You're not going to get the stun with the scat of the week in Hanwha.
This is looking so beautiful.
Yeah, there's the Ornn horn. Devour going to come forward as it goes entirely in the wrong direction. And the Ezreal's going to get spat out. That's the Fate's Call, and we're going to have the Thresh delivery system. But he takes so much damage. It's Zoe on the back end, though, and Empowered Shock Blast starting to do some work. Sees, wants to get some damage towards the end, but it's a double kill now for Tempt. Root trying to chase them on forward, and look at the low health bars. The flash forward doesn't land the W. The auto's not up. Empowered Shock Plus hits the wrong target. As now we're just trying to find the fish in the barrel. Hook lands. Key dives forward. The Ornn trying to get damage in there, but it's not enough. Key gonna go down. And now Songyun thinks that he can get it done. The red sets! And he's looking to finish this one off. There we go. Triple kill, and it was all a cunning ruse.
That was definitely looking like a cruel ploy right there. Hanwha, they're going to be able to convert this into a Baron, and that might just be lights out for Jin Air Green Wings here. in this series, as I'm not quite sure how this massive poke comp is supposed to resist against a Baron push.
And I feel, and this is a duo dive stars alongside these empowered minions, and you can also dive turrets. Exactly what they're going to do. Ornhorn comes in this time, but it's much better. Nova's Devour, not going to be enough. Can't even eat the Grey Health as a double kill. With the first Ren comes in for Sangyun. Can he find more now as Grace? Not going to get trouble bubbled. Temp's going to flash on over, trying to find more, but he will just find an ult to the face and has to get the hell out of there. Root's at full health, but he does no damage. Oh, there we go. The snipe from the back line from Linderong finds the Zoe, but doesn't really matter all that much. They do take down. Going to follow up, so he's going to be okay. Redemption comes forward. There's the Ram once again as Grace is going to cop it. Fate's Call comes in as well as Sangyun actually taking a lot of damage, goes down to his GA, and now Hanwha may have dove too far. Lantern Ride is going to get Sangyun to safety, but man, that was too close for comfort. It is a 1-0. It's C's going down, but Hanwha lose so much of their health bars.
Yeah, and that was a very unfortunate timing here for Hanwha Life to have their push initially repelled, although Jin Air didn't get to go to their fountain, so this fight is still alive and well.
Also Grace in so much trouble. Devour there from Nova. A lot of trust out of the mid laner. It's Grace not going to be there to try and clear out the wave, and so this is going to be broken in 2 places now. Base is destroyed as Linderong he wishes that he could go in, but he knows that they are just going to kill him. The Abyssal Voyage is going to get Grace and Nova in there.
Oh, they're all in.
They're trying to rout him, exactly right. But Trouble Bubble is going to stop the Syndra from moving on forward. Teleport from the Ezreal. The Xin Zhao's not going to be here. It's a 4 versus 5, but the health bars are so low.
The Ocean Drakes are actually coming in handy right now.
Yeah, they're almost back up. And now Grace does find one. It's going to be the GA. And, okay, Nova trying to play front line. Bono is going to stay alive for the moment. Can they get anything else? A triple knockup from Thal, but the Grey Health is eaten there from Nova. And now finally, we're going to have more. The Ornhorn back off cooldown once again, but avoided once again as well. Root just doesn't have the damage availability.
Oh, man.
Come in.
This is the Ornhorn.
Yep, here we go. Is he going to hit this one? The answer is yes! As the Devour comes forward, but the Baron's dead. The Syndra as well. It's all about Sangyun now in these fights as he's just dancing past. The Tahm Kench should be going down here. It's just a matter of time, and he does eventually fall. Linderong and Root, what can they actually do to stop this? I don't know whether there's any answer for that, as Thal's pretty big on the front line, but he's going to lose most of his health bar. But Sangyun uses that as an excuse to dive on forward. The Ren set is going to come in as almost goes down, actually, but will be able to get the ace. And Jin Air, unfortunately, not going to be able to stand up against LoL Esports. The 2-0 will come in, as Hanwha so good at checking teams that are beneath them on the standings, and that remains true here against Jin Air.
Win streak ended, Alice.
There's still winners in my heart, LS, because this did not... Remember our last Jin Air broadcast? It was a very, very sad time. It was Jin Air honestly feeling like they felt like they'd lost from the minute the game started. They subbed out their entire roster and then played the next game and felt like they also barely loaded onto the Rift. This was a Jin Air that had a plan, that had an idea, that had a team composition that we understood the idea of, right? And they tried to play to it. Just unfortunately, Sangyun got gigantic and they lost. You know,
I don't know what to say. You know, I've never been so let down since Final Fantasy X2.
Whoa. I feel like that burn came